so I actually came back. This is me finally trying to put this first video together. I've been keeping track of everything throughout the month. This is a month later, and I'm finally putting this thing together, and I realized that I actually didn't have a true introduction. So here's what happened. 5 months ago, I was put in probably not the greatest of situations in terms of my mental, physical health. Well, actually, sorry, mental health. And I responded by, instead of healthily doing it, I went into a depressive episode of about 4 months of binge drinking and eating. And turns out that that's not the greatest for your body.
Look how old you've become.
Something far worse has happened to you.
So basically, here I stand. You're gonna see what my weight class is, and you're gonna see where we're going. And I'm gonna track down the progress, because you know, you always see the videos where it's like, oh, here's how I went from this to this, and it's already done. So I'm gonna show you that progress as it's happening, real time, and I'm gonna try to release them as soon as I can. But I've been hella busy at work, hella busy in life. It's the summer, you know, you got friends, family, all that stuff. I'm trying to get it all done. Worst case Ontario, I'll just kind of release them sporadically over the fall. It'll give me time to work on them, and then you will be able to see the transition of little caterpillar, big fat caterpillar to glorious ripped butterfly, I hope, assuming I stay consistent. So here I stand. I'm at the heaviest I've ever been. It may not seem like a heavy weight to some, but to me, you know, I've always struggled with, you know, the old pouch. I've been walking on a big pouch underneath here, and my body dictates that I hold a lot of weight there. I didn't like it at the best of times. How am I gonna say I liked it at the worst of times? I've done a plethora of internet research, and through some of the most accurate and most reliable websites across the globe that the Canadian government will allow me to access, I have determined that genetics may play a role in why I may never be happy with the way I look ever in my life. So I'm on a quest, a journey, a fast and furious trek, if you would, to defeat a common enemy, body dysmorphia. I mainly started this project because when I look back at all my history now that I'm 28 long years old, it's so easy to forget about things looking back. I look back at when I spent time in school, you know, details of trips, but I benefited from the fact that myself and a friend of mine, Ian Poulin, would always document well, not always, but most of the time we would document everything. So I wanted to do the same for this so that I could look back later on when I've achieved, you know, peak physical condition, and I can remember my humble beginnings. Since approximately about June 2022, I've been battling with a series of injuries. I've had 2 rotator cuff injuries in my left shoulder. I have tennis elbow in both my elbows, some lovely bicep tendonitis which I fought, and then I've also had dancer's hip. So not only will I never play tennis again, I may also never dance again. And last but not least, I have hammies that some might say are tighter than a Gordian knot. I looked that up. Other than that, decreased strength and an excessive amount of fat put on, I'm in peak physical condition. In the immortal words of Obi-Wan Kenobi,
not to worry, we are still flying half a ship.
So yeah, this is where I stand. I hope you enjoy this series that I'm trying to put together, and I hope, as you will see, the audio is probably not going to be the greatest here, but basically, I'm going to be trying to improve my video making skills as things go along as well. So I guess technically we're tracking 3 things: physical health, mental health, and my ability to put footage together, and hopefully it makes sense. I hope you guys can enjoy some of these. In worst case, I know I'm going to be able to look back on this and realize that I am, in fact, the most valuable dad.